What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty 7 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another Why You Don't Need video. So in today's Why You Don't Need, we have the, scoot over, it's the, what is the name of this palette? Hold please. It's the new palette from Ensley right that I have sitting over here. I want to say it's called Cosmic Dreamer. Let me double check my cute little folder and see. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, the Cosmic Dreamer palette. So when I saw this, as usual, y'all know me, I was like, I got a palette that looks like that. Why do I need this? So I dug through my collection. I found like 2 or 3 palettes to show you all. Where is the other one? But the main one I want to show you all is the one I'm going to do the eye look with to show you that you don't need it. Now, unfortunately, the one I'm about to show you is currently out of stock on Beauty Bay, but it is a Beauty Bay palette, so I'm sure they'll restock their own palette. Hopefully, it's a Valentine's Day palette from, I think, 2023, because the one from 2024 is that dark vampy one, I'm pretty sure. To compare to this palette, it's a recent one that just came out that I did a video on recently. If you all remember, I did the video on the Beaute Bar Secret Garden palette. I have it over here, but I felt like that palette looks really similar to this one. Not exact, but I feel like it's similar enough to where you already have this one. You might not necessarily need the Cosmic Wanderer. So this is what it looks like aside the Cosmic Wanderer. Hopefully it's turning out okay. Again, I am doing this here and now, and I don't know where I'm gonna like put the picture, but I feel like they look similar. In a sense, they have a lot of the same similar tones to them. So I'm like, I feel like if you already have this one, then you might not need this. Now, I wouldn't say that the Cosmic Wanderer is similar to the Hella palette. Like, this one is similar to the Hella palette just because y'all know the Hella palette has, what do you call it? The Hella palette has more of a aubergine, smoky color story to it, in addition to the pinks and greens, whereas this one has more of those blues and those neutral tones in it that I feel like you see over here in the Cosmic Wanderer palette. So that's why I'm not showing Hella in this video today, because it's still here. I'm just not showing it because I feel like they're not similar enough. I feel like there's still another palette that's similar to this. I want to say it's the Christmas palette from Ulta. I'll try to have a mock-up of both of them over here just because I don't have that one here with me. Like, minus the pinks, I feel like that one could be a good alternative for you as well. So hopefully that mock-up helped you. I pulled my Scooby-Doo and Glamlight Round 2 collection palette. Now, I know this one isn't exact. I feel like it still has enough similar tones, though, to where maybe you could pull it off. So you look at it here right now, you can tell me, sorry, try to, okay. Yeah, you can tell me if you feel like they're similar or not. I'm trying to hold it because it's not giving it glare, but you can still see like all the colors aside the other colors. So that's why I keep moving. Okay, yeah, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get for us. But yeah, I feel like these two might be similar as well. Now, not exact. Notice I said similar. When it comes to this one, I feel like it's similar, but the other 3 I feel like could be potential alternatives for you, so that way you don't have to buy that one. I didn't plan on buying that one just because I wasn't too crazy about the color story, and if I'm thinking about stuff in my collection already that's similar to that color story, I don't feel like I really need to buy the palette. So since I can name like 4 palettes that I think of off the bat that I feel like are similar to that one, then I feel like that's not it. So the one we're going to use in today's video is the Retro Love palette from Beauty Bay. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, this has a lot of similar colors. I feel like it has the purples in it though that one doesn't have. That one has pinks instead, but otherwise I feel like they're similar. So this is what we're going to use in today's video, girl, because I feel like they're quite similar in my personal opinion. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye I came up with, and these are the colors I chose from the palette. So these are the colors that kind of reminded me of what going on with the palette over here. I did see Angie swatches, and that's what made me think like this palette would work for us. So I did these 2 right here. This is the shade I started off with just for us to have a transition shade. I actually used the white shade because I wanted to see how well it would work. I did put it on top of a white base. This is the shade that I have on the lid, and the pink shade is our inner corner shade. So I jumped around this palette, of course, to give you this stunning look. So let's get into it. So I'm starting with the shade Brown Eyed Girl, which is the brown shade. Then I'm going to go into, I cut the crease, and then I put the white shade, which is Chapel of Love, in the front. Then I did It Takes Two, which is that blackish grayish shade in the back, because I feel like it's a really unique color in this palette that I like. Then we put Cupid as our crease shade, the pink that's popping out. River Deep is the lid shade, and Be My Baby is the inner corner shade. And I just got a LA Girl pencil that I put on the lower lash line to give us some color, because I hadn't picked a shade out of the palette that I feel like would go with that other palette in order for us to have some colors. I just had to work with what I had going. Stop judging. This is a Sigma E40 Max. Child, I gotta tell you about the foolishness when I took Adriangameover to McDonald's tonight. Child, hot mess, hot mess, hot mess. Okay, so it's in the drive-thru line, right? Now this drive-through line is always busy. I don't know what it is about this McDonald's. These people love to go to this McDonald's, so it's always busy. So Adriangameover has been sick since like Friday at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The school called me while I was trying to sleep and said I need to come get him because he looked terrible. So I come there to get him, you know, the mom duties. I had to go get the boy. So I went and got him. Then I came home. Then he threw up all day. Then I slept on and off throughout the day while he was throwing up or whatever. Then I went to go get some food because I asked him what he wanted. He said he wanted some pizza. So I went and got the pizza. And you know, he just started feeling a little bit better today, so that's good. I'm gonna take It Takes Two now and start putting that on the outer V. But yeah, so I went and did that or whatever. So today, like I was like, I'll finally go film some stuff because he said he felt okay, and I'm like, okay, well, you feel better, do you want to go with me? Do you want to stay with your grandma? Because I was just gonna let him like sleep at home. And this be the one time he didn't come with me, but he was like, he'd go. So I'm like, okay. So now he's just over there like half asleep or whatever. But anyway, back to the story. So I was like, well, do you want anything to eat before we get to Gigi's house? Because, you know, like I didn't want him to be up here. He wanted something. He didn't say anything because he didn't feel well. And then, you know, I already started filming because once I start filming, like I hate to have to like get up and go do other stuff. So I try to make sure whatever he wants is like already here. So I don't have to stop the momentum, because when you don't get any sleep and you have momentum that you're going on, you have to just like keep going. You can't be, you know, stopping and doing other stuff, because it stops the momentum of you finishing what you need to finish. And I got like 4 videos I need to finish. I'm like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work. But anyway, so what ended up happening was we get to the drive-through. Like I said, we sitting there, we waiting, and the girl had us sitting there waiting for like a good 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm like, what are they doing up in here? Like, why is this chick just telling me to hold, please? Because I'm like, I sat there for like a good like 2-3 minutes, like waiting for her to say something. So I'm like, did she forget me out here? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, hello? And then she's like, hold, please, again. And I'm like, look, lady. Like, look, lady. So I was like, after the last person in front of me went, like, there was literally like nobody in front of me. There was like nobody at the window that you go to pick up your food and all that. So I'm like, okay, let me come around here and see what's going on. Because I'm like, somebody needs to be answering here, and somebody needs to like make my order essentially. Because I'm like, my kid's sick, and you know, that's the only reason I'm here to begin with. And then y'all like up in here playing games. But I know, like, in this economy, a lot of people don't want to do service work anymore. And a lot of people just, you know, are lazy and don't want to work. I hate to say it, but you know, that's the reality. I see it at work a lot. So I know personally, like, it's lazy people out here who just don't want to do anything but think they should get a check. So I think it's one of those type of situations. So I roll up to the window, and the boy's like, oh, wait, did we make your order? And I'm like, no, honey, I've been waiting for 5 minutes for this girl to say something. She never said anything. He's like, oh, yeah, well, we were busy or whatever handling the situation. So I'm like, okay. I'm taking Chapel Love, the white one. So after he says that or whatever, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm like, you know, can you take the order or like what? Because they still hadn't taken the order. So they made me sit there for a while. They was like, they need you to back up to like go to the window. I'm like, there was nobody at either one of these windows. That's why I had to come up here to where you were, because the girl didn't answer on the intercom, and then there was nobody at the window where you go pay before you get, you know, up there. So he's like, oh, okay. So come to find out, y'all, this whole hot mess. So the guy comes back to the window. He's like, yeah, we had somebody try to come in and stab one of the employees. And I'm like, oh, okay, what? So apparently the reason the girl was like pausing at the window is because all these people were at the front trying to calm this man down, because he came in with like a knife or whatever trying to stab one of the employees. And I'm just like, what in the hell? Child, if you can't say ghetto McDonald's, it's child ghetto McDonald's. They're trying to stab the employee. I'm like, let me keep these people my prayers, Jesus, because, you know, I just came to get a McFlurry and they trying to stab the people that work here. Just don't they have it hard enough because they got to work at McDonald's and deal with all the craziness that comes with working at McDonald's, and then you over here trying to stab them over a McDouble? Like, sir, life is hard enough. They don't need you trying to stab them because they put pickles on your McDouble and you didn't ask for. Now I'm making up the scenario. I don't actually know what happened in the scenario. I just know the guy told me that's why it took them so long to like answer people in the window. Because I'm telling y'all, after I had pulled up, 2 people had already pulled up behind me. By the time I got like out of that line after having to sit there for like 10 minutes just to get this McFlurry, y'all, the line was like wrapped around almost to where I started off when I came in, because like they had people waiting that long because this guy was there. Now I did see an older like gentleman come out of the establishment, so I don't know if he was the one that like tried to attack this girl or whatever happened, but I was just like, child, the foolishness. I'm like, lately I feel like when I be going places, it just be the craziest things. Like, then there's this crazy man that keep coming to my job trying to like stalk one one of my co-workers or whatever, because he got mad that he's like blocked from the establishment and can't come back. So it's like a whole nother thing. But that's, I'm like, it's just a whole bunch of fools just going around with me lately, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm like, fix it, Jesus. Okay, just fix it, Jesus. Because I can't. I just can't. No, but how y'all feel about this Kendrick Lamar like diss tracks back and forth with him and Drake? Because I'm like, I love Kendrick Lamar, so you know I'm here for it. And like, but I have issues with Drake, and I'll tell y'all why as I put this glitter glue on my lid. My issue with him is like, I feel like you want to wear, you know, the black side of yourself like it's a coat for when you want to promote and you want to make money. You want to pretend like you down with the struggles and down with being black, but like you wasn't when you was out here wearing blackface. And whenever anything really happens in the community and there's an issue going on, we don't hear nothing from you. So stop trying to claim us and wear us like, you know, a coat for when it's convenient for you to make some racks. But then when it actually comes time to you doing anything for the community, you ain't got nothing to say and we ain't hearing nothing from you. So stop trying to be like a, I hate to say like a Kardashian, and try to use us when it benefits you, and then when it doesn't, you silent, we don't hear nothing from you, and you ain't trying to, you know, be about the community that you try to profit from or do anything to help them. Like, that's personally how I feel about him. Because believe it or not, y'all, I was one of the people, I think I've said this before, I was one of those people who watched Degrassi. So it's like, I watched it before he even became this Drake person. I watched the little special that they had on Noggin, where they had interviewed all the actors about what they wanted to do and what they wanted to be and all of that. And they showed him in this little bitty booth downstairs in somebody's basement that was supposed to have like a studio in their house or whatever, and him rapping saying he wanted to be Drake or whatever. So it's like, I've been down with you for a minute. So the fact that you just trying to use people that look like me for your convenience and you're not really down with it, I'm not feeling. So it's like, when I was younger, you know how when you're younger you don't like think in depthly about things, but once you get older, that was Blue Sky, sorry, Deep River, sorry, River Deep, we just put on the eyes. I'm gonna put Be My Baby in the inner corner in a minute. But it's like, when you're younger, obviously you're not thinking like that. You just like, oh, it's cool, person looks like me, it's online, who wants to do this stuff, I hope they make it or whatever. But it's like, once you became an adult and like, you know, was just trying to use the community to further yourself. And I'm not saying other artists don't do this too, but my whole thing is like, at least they still speak on issues that regard the community. I feel like whenever anything happens in the black community, you notice other rappers speak on it. You don't hear him saying anything, but you want to act like you so down with us and want to be like us so bad. But when it comes to anything involving the actual community, the people you try to profit off of, you ain't got nothing to say. So why don't you have anything to say when them issues pop up and rise, but you want to claim and be down with us so bad when it's convenient and it fits the narrative as you need it to fit? Like, that's why I stopped like really be bothered or like listening to his music or anything, because it's like, I'm not trying to help you when, you know, when help is really needed in the community, you know where to be found. Like, because the people that you rock with do. Lil Wayne has spoken on issues when stuff comes up, but you ain't never got nothing to say, but you always trying to act like you so down with us and you so hood, you so this and you that. Boy, go sit your ass down. So what? You were not a part or about that life. Because if you were, when stuff came up in the community, you would speak on it. We don't ever hear you saying anything about anything. So go sit your ass down, exit stage, laugh, go away. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear about you. But anyway, back to the diss tracks. Like, how do y'all feel about that whole situation? Because I'm like, he done been came at so many times for so many different things. Like about not revealing his son and trying to hide his son from everybody. Then about him in the blackface situation. Then him trying to come at Kendrick when he was writing raps for Lil Wayne and them back in the day. If y'all didn't know it, he was Lil Wayne's what is it, ghost writer or whatever, when he was really popular, like back in the time when he's speaking on issues. So now I'm starting to wonder, like, did you really care about the issues, or was it Kendrick like wrote that into your lines for you to speak about the issues so that way you look like you care? Because I mean, birds of a feather flock together, and it's like, if he ain't talking about it and Kendrick was writing for y'all, then, you know, it started to make me think, did you really feel that way, or were you just writing what Kendrick said? I'm sorry, were you reading what Kendrick said? And in turn, it made you look like you were down in a part of the community when you weren't either. That I got questions. Anyway, let me put this eyeliner on while we talk some more. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, y'all. And everybody like, well, we don't know what skeletons Kendrick got in his closet. I'm like, but the thing is, Kendrick's been open about some of his stuff. So it's like, I feel like he was probably open about some of his stuff. So that way, if somebody tried to come out with it later, like, he controlled the narrative because he already told you about like the issues and certain things he had going on previously. which I think was personally smart on his part. I would do that if I was a celebrity, like omit some things that people might think are like somewhat heinous, but not super heinous. So that way you can control the narrative of the way the story is going. Like, don't let anybody else have control over a narrative or story regarding you, especially if you obviously have the information because it's about you, and you can give your 2 cents on it. And then if they come out with something later, it's like, yeah, but I already told y'all about this, and so like they're just adding on whatever it is they're adding on to do it. And I feel like, you know, he probably out there trying to dig for dirt for Kendrick right now. I don't know if I'm right or not, but in my mind, he out there trying to dig for dirt on Kendrick now. I want to know what happened to the guy that exposed his son though, like that rapper. I forgot his name. Like, what happened to him? Because I feel like we didn't hear much from him. But ooh, y'all, I'm feeling these eyes. Like, girl, I feel like I'm Xenon girl of the 21st century. Oh, did y'all see about Raven-Symoné coming out with her wife telling people to stop talking about her wife and all that other stuff? And how her wife would, she didn't appreciate it. And if you was insulting her wife, you was insulting her and all that. Child, I was just like, look here, ma'am. Look here, ma'am. Okay, you look here, ma'am. I feel like this, I feel like it kind of looks like that palette, but it doesn't. Never mind. But yeah, this is the eye look, y'all. I must say, I'm here for it. It's a vibe. She's real cute. You know, I'm hoping y'all enjoyed this video and the random ranting to me, but I just wanted to talk to somebody about it because I was like, I'm intrigued by it, and I want to hear y'all thoughts on some stuff. Plus, I just thought the McDonald's story would be interesting. Have y'all ever been to an establishment where something like that happened? You were actually in the building? Because I'm just curious. I don't know what I would do if some guy just come busting out with, you know, a knife. I mean, probably leave. Especially if his attention is directed toward the staff. I figure that's what the average person would do. But like, I'm just curious. Have y'all ever had that happen? And what do you think about this whole Kendrick Lamar coming after Drake situation and all the songs he came out with? Because hadn't he come out with like 2 or 3 songs about him while Drake only came out with 1? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. My son said Kendrick Lamar has come out with 4 songs, whereas Drake only had that 1 song. So I'm like, I wonder. I feel like Kendrick must have had some like frustration built up with him for a while, and so he had all these songs already planned out and ready to go for when, you know, Aubrey came when he didn't sing, and he was like, look here, you not finna play with me. And he was like, and Kendrick was like, I bet you not finna play with me though. So he came through with all that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. Now you see why you don't need to get that palette. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling these eyes, they're real cute. And I can make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. The membership's down below if you're interested. So be blessed, girl. Bye.